Money manifestation tip. When there is a money exchange, a transaction between you and someone else, your attitude and how you exchange that money matters. Money is energy. Money loves and flourishes in a positive environment. So when you're going to the store today, when you're going to the store this week, whether you're ordering food or you're going into a grocery store and you're exchanging money with someone, check your attitude. Some of you are already ready to check a checker. You're already ready to check a cashier. Before you even get into the establishment, you're already in the parking lot. They better have my order right, because last time I came here, they didn't have my stuff. But you're about to exchange money. And we're talking about wealth. We're talking about manifesting, and we're speaking, and we're seeing, and we're writing, and we're visualizing. And then when it's time to handle that energy, money, we have a nasty attitude. Some of us are just prone to have that type of attitude. You're just hurt in life. You're angry. You're just hurt. It's just not good. And so you project that. But then you expect wealth to come into your life and to stay. It doesn't work like that. If this is you, be mindful that when you're about to exchange money with someone, another person, and I don't like to say spending money because money circulates. When you're about to circulate your funds and you're about to have that transaction, your mind really shouldn't be on what they're about to do, what they're not going to do. It should be about what's going to happen with this money that I'm about to send out into the world. I'm expecting it to multiply back to me. But we go in with this negative attitude. We don't even address the cashiers or the checkers by name. They have name tags. We don't even say hi to them. We just go in there looking at our order, looking at our food. They better have my stuff right. We go in there with all of this, right? And then we expect blessings and flourishing and money abundance to flow in our life, but we're not even handling it correctly. And you may not think this matters, but it does. This is how you can get some free stuff too. This is how you get favor. Not that you go in with that intention or you go in with that motive, but positivity tends to give you positivity back. We just walk up there in our own thoughts. I understand life happens and things are happening in our life, but if you want a shift, especially in your finances, watch how you handle money in the different arenas of your life. This is a sacred space when I'm handling my money and I'm giving it to you. And because I'm expecting it to come back to me, whether it's in products, services, whatever. Just happened to me twice. I went in to get papayas. They gave me mangoes because I do the online order. Then the other situation, and I'll get back to the papayas and how I handle that, is I ordered food in the drive-thru. I had to go to the restroom. And so instead of going through the drive-thru, I went in to use the restroom, and then I went up to the cashier and I said, hey, I ordered food through the drive-thru, but since I'm already in here, can I just grab it? And she looked a little confused. I don't know if it was her first day or what, but she kept going back and forth like, what's your name again? What did you order? And I said, hey, don't worry about it because I don't want to mess up what you all have going on. And I'll just go into the drive-thru. And I said, by the way, because she did, this was authentic. I said, you look like this lady, this celebrity, and she's so beautiful. It's your ponytail and your hair. And she just started blushing, and she still didn't go get my food. I didn't care about that, but I was really like, man, you're so pretty. I said, has anybody ever told you that? She said, no, but my friend told me that I look like whoever. So I said, well, when I get my food, I'm gonna go look it up and I'll see who it is. Her manager must have heard and came out and said, what's your name? I told her my name. She went and got my food. And she said, what else do you need? Here's a cup. You can get a drink. I said, I didn't need a drink. I took it. I'm not gonna say no, but in my mind, I'm like, I don't need a drink. I already had a drink in my car, but I got a free drink. And she said, how are you doing today? The manager, I said, I'm great. How are you doing? And a positive exchange happened. But some of you would have been like, look, can you just go back there and get my food? I mean, I just ordered it. I mean, hello, and you know how we do. That's how you guys are entertained on TikTok, by watching all these people go in here and act a fool with their money and when they're exchanging these transactions. So I want you to be mindful of that because it does matter. You do end up getting free food and you do end up getting favor and getting stuff free, even when they mess up your order. Let's get to the papayas. Even when they mess things up. And that's where your wealth is too, where you're getting free stuff and you don't have to pay for it. Then you could use that money somewhere else. So of course, I went to Sprouts in another store. I went in there the first time. These are two different times. So people don't know the difference. Some people don't know the difference between a papaya and a mango, even though one is like this and another is like this, right? So I go into Sprouts and I say, I'm looking for the papayas because I couldn't find them. He said, you mean a mango? I said, no, I mean a papaya. So he goes in the back. They were sitting right there I didn't see him. He didn't either. But he goes all the way into the back. He's like, and then we finally find them. Boom. Then I go to another store, and this time I do an online order. And I didn't check it like I said I was going to do. And so when I got home, I had 2 mangoes. And I love papaya. I have to have papaya. It does great for the digestive system, by the way. So I'm looking at them, and I said, okay, it's cool. Didn't get an attitude, didn't get mad. Next time I'll go that way later on today. I called so I didn't have to go into the store. They were like, you still got to go in the store. It's cool. So I go in there and I go to the counter, and then the manager lady was like, some people just don't know the difference between a papaya. And she allowed me to get bigger ones than probably I would have gotten before, because I got to go pick my own. And it was just a positive change, but I could have got an attitude and just all that, and that does impact your wealth. So our assignment for today is this week, starting today, whenever we exchange transactions, and especially on the phone, we know how we can get with these customer service people, especially if you can't understand what they're saying, especially if you have to repeat yourself. We just have to, you know what I'm saying? Because this is our wealth that we're talking about. This is our abundance. This is money that's circulating back and forth. Because if you can just, they'll give you something free. The managers will, you know how it is. If you're giving them all this and you're going back and forth, everybody's ego is involved and nobody's getting anywhere. But if you can just, you know what, ma'am? And this one lady, she told me one time, it was a customer service call, and she said, I'm going to give you this refund and I'm going to give you this credit because yes, we did mess up twice and I want you to feel whole. Isn't that awesome? And they messed up pretty bad, like bad. So that is the message, and the abundance, wealth, energy, frequency tip for today is when we are exchanging our money, and there's transactions when it comes to money and we're handling it, even if it's Apple Pay, actual cash, debit card, it doesn't matter. Watch how you handle people as well. Be mindful, because those are the people that have a button that can push free. Those are the people that have the button that can push refund, credit. And then here's my thing too. Even when it's a person that's irritating you and you're allowing them to irritate you, don't allow that. Just say, I would like to talk to someone else. Well, and they'll try to go back and forth, because I'm looking for the person that's going to push the button. Because this person is going to take you in circles and say, well, we just can't do that. But where's the person that's going to push the button? That's who I want to talk to. Okay. So go forth today in positivity. Address people by name. If they have on a name tag, ask them how they're doing, because that could be the only smile and positivity that they get. And if nothing else, you had a positive exchange. Nobody's a meme. Nobody's getting into an argument, and now you're all over TikTok and people are recording you, and you could lose time like that. You could lose your life, and you can definitely lose money, because with that cashier that you get, you could be the last reason. You could be the straw. You could be the last one, and they jump over, and now everybody's doing this. People are going to jail, and you lose your time, your money. You're definitely going to lose wealth and abundance that way, having to pay fees, or you can't come into the store anymore. It's just not worth it. So let's work on ourselves. Let's work on our inner person before we even exchange with people. And as you're walking into the parking lot, if you got to talk to yourself, I am kind. I am patient. I am understanding. Even if they don't get the order right, I'm still going to speak words of kindness. Manifest that.
My needs are met, my desires are fulfilled, and my financial intentions always come to fruition. I intend a carefree life.